Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 16 of Red Dead Redemption 2. We are apparently here in a graveyard full of people that I didn't put here. Before we go on, I just wanted to take a quick look at his journal. Every once in a while, the game comes up and says, new journal entry. Why? How do I get to that? There we go. Hold down the button. Hello to Azaric! I hope you're having a nice Tuesday. I spent a lot of it in the car, so... Oh boy, I don't remember where we left off, man. Well, sometime after this. So, let me just look here. Photographs. Yep, that's where he got his new journal. Okay, I don't think that we read this part. There's a lot of information here that I haven't been reading through. I think that's where we left off. We picked up a couple new folk in the Grizzlies. Yeah, well, I definitely read that because that's like the first page. All right, let me go over to like that, So Jenny, a sweet young girl we met abandoned on the roadside, and Micah. Oh, this is where we met Micah. So this happened before the start of the game. Azaric says Tuesday's not too bad. Home life is a bit crazy, trying to get a handle on some stuff so I can hopefully go live. Yeah, Azaric, I saw that there was some technical issues, but when we checked in the other day, it looked like everything was running fine at that time. Hopefully that stays even and you're able to continue streaming. Because I know that was sort of up and down for a while, but the last couple of times that I saw, your stream looked great. So this is new information. Sometime before the start of the events of this game, Jenny, a sweet young girl we met abandoned on the roadside, and Micah, an outlaw Dutch met in a bar someplace. Dutch seems very taken with Micah, who is pretty hot-headed, argumentative, and full of himself. Jose and I are less sure. Guess we shall see. Eventually, we came out of the wilderness and are now holed up outside of Blackwater, although sometimes I stay in town hunting for opportunities. Can I zoom in on this? Yeah. We have been running for weeks. I mean, running... Okay, yeah, see, I can't even read this. I've been running more than usual. The job they was pulling in Blackwater, robbing that ferry, turned into a disaster. This is around the start... Okay, so this is right at Coulter. This is where the game began. Young Jenny got killed, poor thing, while Sean and Mac both got arrested or killed. No one seems sure which. Dutch shot a girl. I'm not too sure if by accident or design, and seems like it might have been a setup. We took to the hills in an almighty scramble, leaving money and most of our things behind. All right, so we've got this nice picture. He's a way better artist than I am, by like a lot. Most video game characters are. There always seem to be more bounty hunters. Pinkertons, lawmen. Everywhere we go, there's more and more civilization. Perhaps this is it from now on. We shall see, I guess. This whole place is beginning to give me the creeps. I want to get back to the open country of the West, or what's left of it, but even that ain't the way I remember it. Oh, crud. Oh, I think I used the wrong thing, the wrong button. Boo. Ugh. Okay, so that was the last thing, so I want to do RB. Yeah, so this is what we missed. Then, as we were fleeing east over the Grizzlies, an almighty storm hit us. So this was right where the game began. Davy Callender, who had got shot in the gut on the raid, passed away. It was brutal to watch, and the rest of us nearly froze. But okay, apparently I'm getting a chance to do an autosave here. And the rest of us nearly froze, but we found shelter and have been resting here in some old abandoned mining town while we await the thaw. And then he had a little cross for Davy. Then we got Camp Coulter, a little picture of it. Azaric, thank you so much for the resubscription. Well, usually, you know, we're playing a game, we tend to move on quickly. I really hope that people know that when they subscribe or resubscribe, every time that notification comes up, it really is like, wow, that is... It really makes my day. I really appreciate it. Hardly the spring I had been hoping for. Jose and I had been planning a robbery of our own in Blackwater, but I guess that's been abandoned along with most of what I owned. I'm profoundly concerned as to what happens next, once we leave this place or the law finds us covering up here. Found a girl, so this is Sadie. Well, a woman, I should say. Her husband had been murdered by some of Colm O'Driscoll's boys. Nasty business. Alright, so that's us riding out. True. We're not going to read this whole thing. So Ridge, Leviticus Cornwall, seems Colm O'Driscoll had the same ideas as us. He's been hiding up here, scouting out a train he wants to rob. We bumped into some of his boys at some farmstead they was robbing, found out that poor woman whose husband they had murdered, and she's now riding with us as she ain't got no place better to be. Then, Dutch being Dutch and his hatred for Colm being just as powerful as it ever was, whole bunch of us went to pay him a visit in his camp, but he escaped. Yep, that was the mission that we did. We grabbed one of his boys. Poor bastard ain't spoken yet, but he will once we freeze him a little. Then set Bill on him. It's been a bad few weeks, but we're mostly still alive. Dutch being Dutch is busy making plans and figuring out just how much we're going to survive. And Dutch being Dutch, those plans involve robbery and dreams. So presumably this is when they went and, not a bad deer, went ahead and robbed the Horseshoe Overlook. You know what? Okay, so this is where they head to Valentine. Rather than reading this whole thing in one go, we will revisit that, if not later in this episode, then in another one. Hello to Tashir. So Tashir, we were hanging out in Patikin's stream there. I have really been enjoying his playthrough of the Broken Sword games because that franchise rings no bells for me at all. And I don't mean no bell. I mean, like, as in the prize. I have no memory of that franchise whatsoever. So it's really been fun to see him, because he clearly has good memories of it, to see him re-engage with it. And also... Oh, wait, blackjack! Hold on, we found a blackjack table. Unexpected. We're wondering about that. I have a blackjack quest, and I'd like to do it. And there's 5 games in the franchise, this Broken Sword franchise, and so far they seem to have pretty dramatically different visual styles to them. He's up to the 3rd one now. Hold on a second. So there's a couple things happening here. I do want to buy the newspaper.
Interested in a good read?
I sure am, for 19 cents.
Catch you some other time.
Sure, that's the trick. Gotta be confident. Yeah. Oh, that's too much now. Let's go, push in there.
Okay, I don't think I want to have anything to do with this. I didn't have anything to do with that. Wait, are people shooting me?
I don't want no
Get away from me.
Okay, so I'm just going now. Like, the first Broken Sword game that Patikin played, and this is at Petieken, so it had this sort of, like, crude, just sort of pixel animation style to it, and the second game was plainly much more, and now everybody has to go to the graveyard. That's how life rolls here in Rhodes, or wherever we are.
girl.
Random gunfight breaks out, followed by everybody they know where to go. And see, there's a dead body there, but one thing that I've learned is that if I loot the body, I'm going to get some negative points. Do I care about that? I don't think I do. But now, the third game that he's playing has the look of it looks like a PlayStation 2 game in terms of, like, its quality. Yeah, I got negative points for that. Also, I don't think I got any items for it. It has the look of a PlayStation 2 game that was ported over to the PC, right down to the fact that the aspect ratio looks a little bit off. It looks like everything is... You know how when you have a 4:3 image and you stretch it out to fit a 16:9 screen? It's almost that, but not quite. It's not quite that wide, but it does look that there's...
Anyone seen Gabby?
Did I just have a heart attack? What happened?
And you're talking to the sheriff.
Why did that happen? Okay, can I lead? Okay, she's not hitched. I don't think I care about that. shootouts and random rolls off the saddle aside, Tashir says, nice one. Staff entrance? I don't see any reason why I can't go in here.
Hello, stranger.
All right, the blackjack tables are upstairs. The food is down here, I think.
You all in here chawing? While we out there fighting?
Settle down, fellas.
Loonies.
Sunday Southerner.
See, I don't like the Lemoyne writers at all.
Now get!
Oh, there ain't no
Guess you want a piece!
Okay.
Why can't you raiders leave it at the door? Please, fellas.
You might not be from the Moine, let's see if we can't clobber some sense into you!
I want nothing to do with it.
Enemies of Lemoyne deserve no mercy!
So I'd like to note that down there at the bottom right-hand corner, my... Oh, boy. B. Okay. I was really hoping to reposition here a little bit.
Hope you go.
Ow! Oh!
Hell!
Shit. So, there's a lot happening so far in this episode. We spent a little bit of time reading the journal, but everything since then has just been utter chaos. I went in there because my health... I wanted to play some blackjack, but also my health core was kind of low. So I was thinking, maybe I can tell these guys to go to hell. I lost $117 from that, and my hat. Oh, hello to Ronan. Diesel Jones. Diesel, how have you been? You were doing some streams like last week, but I haven't seen you on at all this week. I hope everything's going okay. Diesel Jones has been great. And also hello to Ruination Ronin. Also, phew, this ass whooping they're giving you. Yeah, that did not go my way at all. And how's my core? Yes, you look at my heart down there at the bottom left. That is not where I want it to be. So, hopefully this time... Stop, 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 stop. Okay.
Anyone seen Gavin?
Yeah, see, now there's somebody over there that is, like, calling for attention. Another stranger. No. I need to play some blackjack and get some kind of food. Diesel Jones is trying to figure out what to play until April 1st. Now, is April 1st Outriders? Because I think that's what I saw you playing the other day. Probably again, like last week or whatever.
What are you in the market for?
I would very much like some
Wait, you look...
fried catfish.
No, don't listen to me. House special fried catfish.
And that was the other thing. Yeah, so Diesel's been playing a lot of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I have not played that yet, so I haven't had the pleasure of getting to watch a lot of his streams, but he's just saying now in chat that he has finished the game. Assassin's Creed Valhalla is on our schedule as well, but if I was to guess, it'll probably happen late summer. That would be my guess. We've got a lot of stuff up that I want to get into ahead.
Thanks for playing.
Okay, now wait, before we do this, I'm here to play blackjack for a specific purpose. It's not just my gambling addiction. We want to... Is it under progress, I think? Challenges. Gambler. So here's what we got to do. In blackjack, double down and win the hand 5 times. I know what one of those things means. I don't think we're going to get all 5, but let's give it a shot. Also, in this section, I will be pretending that I'm very bad at math.
Come on, then.
Bets are now closed. Here we go.
What is this? A 2. And a king? K is more likely than H, so I'm going to go with a king. So I've got 12.
12.
And sorry, what does the dealer have? Dealer has... Oh, Jack showing. I feel like I have to hit.
I'll take a card.
Buzz.
Damn.
18.
No.
And you're saying
There
that
we
by
have
the time that we
10.
play, at least one of the DLCs will be out.
And
Yes.
14.
Yep.
Yeah, that's part of the
Oh,
advantage
that's
to
a
waiting on that.
bust.
When
17.
we played all the way through Assassin's Creed Odyssey,
14.
while we were playing, so he busted.
Right there.
I could have just sat on my
okay.
12. While we were playing through
All
Assassin's
right,
Creed
let's see your
Odyssey... Oh, can I bet more? Yeah, let's bet 20 cents. That last round went pretty
That's
well.
it then. No more bets.
While we were playing, they actually released like the last of the new content that was going to come out for that game. So I've got 14 or 5, depending on what I want. So let's
Give me a
hit.
card.
21.
Looking good.
Okay.
To some good use
Yep,
now.
I'll double down.
18.
So as a result, we had the most thorough look of Assassin's
20.
Creed Odyssey, and it was perfect. Played all the way through the game from start to
And we
finish,
have
all the
6.
DLCs, all the story content that they
16.
had added. It was perfect. And
Well now.
I don't know what the release schedule is in totality for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but I wouldn't mind doing that again. Doing our first playthrough after
much
all
money
the
as
bugs
you
have been
like on that.
patched, after all the content has been released, after everything else is done. And like
Bets are
before
open
now and
now.
then, yeah, so it turns out the more I bet, the better I do.
Why the heck
I think
not?
that's a fairly safe way to gamble, so I'm going to bet
Bigger
50
they
cents this
are.
time.
All right, bets are now closed.
All right, so I have a king,
No.
so I'm at 13.
13.
Well, I'm going to... You know what? Let's
I'm
double
gonna
down.
There we have it. 21.
Sitting pretty there.
There's
huh?
11.
Doubling down.
21.
Well,
And
those are
9.
some good use now.
Hello to Sam Melander, who gives us a hashtag completely safe gambling.
17 there.
You know, off the top of my head, Phoenix Immortals Rising, I think, would probably come up before Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Okay, hey, we did it. 1 out of 5.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
I want a whole dollar. Interesting choice to make the gambling, at least in these early sections of the map, so much less profitable than everything else.
Come on, you got this.
Which isn't a complaint, it's more of a note that I don't know that Rockstar wanted people to just squat at the gambling tables and make themselves a fortune. Well, I bet 50 cents last time. Let's do it again.
No more bets. Let's start.
All right, 8 and... Oh, 18. I'm going to stand on that.
18.
Stand.
11.
Yep, I'll double down.
16. There we have 10.
Doubling down here.
19.
So you're saying that they saved the
There's
gambling
11.
section for
Doubling
GTA
down.
5's online casino. I have not...
13.
I don't even know how that's structured. I know it's in there. I know that it caught some attention for being actual gambling in an online game.
Yep.
But I don't know too much about how it's structured or whether or not it is... Is it fun? Is it fun to
Let's see
gamble
what
with
each of
fake
us is
money?
made of. On the inside, I mean.
Gambling with fake money strikes me as like drinking non-alcoholic
Bets
beer.
are open now.
It's not that I judge it harshly. It's just a little surprising that people would do that. Oh, sorry, I got a bet.
Bets are now closed. Here we go.
Also, and especially if Carolina comes in, check it out.
Well played.
Blackjack. Yeah, well played. I really made some wise decisions here.
All right, let's go.
you guys might hear this again, depending on if he comes in after his stream is over. But Cara Luna is currently playing
18.
Farming Simulator 19, and
13.
I'm not sure that there's anything in the world that is as calming as watching Salamander or Cara Luna play Farming Simulator 19.
sure.
You could actually be on fire and still feel good watching them play Farming Simulator 19. And like today, Cara Luna was doing something that I haven't seen in the game at all before, which was he had this machine that would it was like this big robot arm, and it would grip a tree trunk, sever it, then he'd drag it over to this logger carrier, and he would basically process the trunk into sections. So I'm sorry, I'm at 12? That's bad. He's got a 3 showing. If I double down, I'm going to get a face card.
It's your move now.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to hit.
Card, please. 13.
Do I want to bet that he's... You know something? Stand. I'm betting that the dealer's going to bust there.
Doubling down.
But it was mesmerizing.
16.
It was just...
9.
Like, I was on... Like, in fairness, I was on a call, so my attention was a little bit distracted. But
11.
Cara Luna would drive over to this thing, grab the trunk, saw through it, drag it over to the log carrier, and, like, feed the log through and saw through it. Yep, dealer busts. So I made my money.
Let's go.
And what I liked about it was how physics-based it was. That every time he'd drop a log, you could see that it wasn't just magically becoming a sprite or something. It would, like, roll up against the other logs and stuff. It was so... It doesn't sound like it'd be fun to watch, but it really was. And if you guys want more Farming Simulator action, you can check that out at both Salamander, Samalandr, and Cara Luna, who always fakes me out with his double L's. Caralluna. So, I'm bad at math. What is that, a 15? I am not going to hit on a 15. We are going to stand. What does the dealer have, a 7? Well, if he's got a face card, I lost, but that's okay.
Hit.
15.
Hit.
Sorry, bust.
I should also take a look at what the other cards
14.
are showing, what the other players are showing, because that would inform whether or not I want to double down. Remember, the whole purpose here is to double down at least once more.
That's like a bad joke.
Oh no, Arthur's so mad.
I find you're cheating. You'll regret this.
I am blessed. All right, I'm
All right, we're going to do at least a couple more rounds. This is not going to be our whole stream. We are going to go do a story quest for
Look
sure.
at you.
Oh, somebody busted out. Okay. So, what do I have? I have 10. So, on a 10, I'm definitely going to double down. If I'm allowed.
10.
Yeah, okay.
I'll double.
There. 19. 13.
Yep. Hit.
Bust.
Sorry about that.
Simler says, wait, you're not supposed to do an entire stream of
15.
gambling? I'll tell you what,
take
if I had like a topic that I
17
wanted to
there.
delve into, I would absolutely settle down at this table and just hold forth on, I lost! Oh no!
Oh, hell.
Yep, that's for sure.
I mean, you could easily just like spend 5% of your brain on this and just have an entire stream talking about like, Zack Snyder's Justice League or whatever, which I have not seen. I made a post which some people I think might have taken as being like desultory towards Zack Snyder's Justice League. 14?
Shit.
Oh, I'm really mad now.
All right, let's see your bets.
Yeah, we have not seen Zack Snyder's Justice League. All I've seen is the 45% of the movie that has been posted to Twitter via various like GIFs and reaction shots and little clips of people watching the movie and so forth. What do I have here? Oh yeah.
This is the swing. Oh, yes.
Depending on what he flips over, I am going to double down.
Well, Double.
16.
Stand on a
That's
16.
12.
Hit.
16.
It ain't for me.
There we have 10. And 14. Oh, that's a bust.
All right, is that 2 out of 5?
Send that my way.
All right. Let's see if we can get 3 out of 5, and then I'm gonna get up and do something else.
Got this. You big
So-
dumb moron.
The only thing that I have to
Let's
say
open now.
from what tiny percentage that I've seen of Zack Snyder's Justice League,
let's
and this
now
comes off
close.
of Man of Steel and
Hey, there's Blackjack.
no, I don't get to double down on this.
How'd you pull that off?
Nice.
Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman had the same issue, which is if you have superpowers
Hit.
and you're murdering
16.
people that don't, I'm not really sure how that's a superhero.
13.
It kind of feels like that's just The Boys at that point. And I love The Boys,
yes. Here we
but I
go.
love it because it's an
Yeah, that's for
examination of the
Please put in your
deification
bets.
that people are willing to engage in of people more powerful than
Why the heck
themselves. And I think that it's a really interesting and well done series about that. Zack Snyder's Justice League and
more
sort of the
bets?
whole
Let's go.
Snyderverse, from what I can see, is the thing that The Boys is commenting on. And I'm not saying this, like, I haven't seen the movie, I'm not taking anything away from it, but like, to me, it's way less
20.
interesting to watch. What do I have, 20? Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna stand.
11.
Yep.
It's
I'll
way
double
more
down.
interesting to me to watch Wonder Woman
21.
go in and
14.
successfully disarm and save a bunch of innocent victims than it is to watch her like punch a regular human through the side of a building such that his insides turn to jelly. Because I know she can do that second thing,
You got lucky
She's
there.
a
How about
demigod.
you pass them around?
but
Come on, I
seeing
can
her
feel it.
think her way through a situation and
Well,
not
that's
kill
not playing
someone,
for me.
Thank you for playing.
that
All
seems
right,
way
let's see
more
your
interesting
bets.
to me. Same thing with like Man of
Okay.
Steel. Are we allowed to talk about the end of
That's
Man
it
of
then.
Steel? It's an
No more
old movie. I feel like everybody knows how it ends. It's a little bit like Empire Strikes Back. We've all had the conversations. I'm going to say something about Man of Steel, and if for some reason you don't want to
12.
hear about that movie, I'm going to double down.
Double down.
21.
21. Holy shit.
20.
All I have to do is not lose.
20.
Not to be sniffed at.
Okay, I think that's 3 out of 5. We are leaving.
Excuse me.
Hope to see you for the next one.
All right, no, before I go, real quick, I made $7. Well, actually, I think I made $3. Hold on, before we go, I just want to make sure that I did that correctly. Challenges and Gambler, and yep, 3 out of 5. Okay. So, famously, at the end of Man of Steel, General Zod is using his heat vision, or arguably has lost control of his heat vision, because for a military professional, he sure is really, really hot-tempered. And he is attempting to incinerate like a couple and their baby, I think, who are there, and for reasons that currently escape me, are not just moving away from the death beam. And so Superman takes what is apparently the only action available to him, and he snaps Zod's neck. And this was very controversial, including with me, because it was a little bit surprising to see Superman just straight up murder someone. Not that I was super upset about it, just like, oh, okay, I didn't really see that as being... I was way more upset about the Jonathan Kent stuff, but we'll talk about that when we do a big Man of Steel reveal. But let me ask you this. Why didn't Superman, like, put his hand over Zod's eyes? He's Superman. Okay, so Diesel Jones is going to go scouting. Have a great stream. By scouting, is that more, Outriders? Probably. Is this another newspaper? Oh, I never read the newspaper that I got. Hold on a second. St. Denis Times. Let's take a quick look at this. Read it. Rhodes, news was received here today of a tremendous escalation of the decades-old blood feud between the Greys and the Braithwaites, two prominent local families who have been arguing since long before the war. The town of Rhodes and its residents were the true victims in a fight between these powerful families. The recent altercation originated in the Rhodes Parlor House, which is owned by the Grey family. Reports say that moonshine or money was the basis of the argument. Shots rang out and voices screamed, and then bullets sadly hushed them. Once prominent families, the fortunes of the Greys and the Braithwaites, and other once wealthy landowners like them, have been on the wane since the war. The plantation families have been at odds since before the War of the States, claiming some mutual theft of gold or property over a century ago, a motive of which nobody can claim no one can claim reliability to this day. A motive? Okay, so nobody reliably knows what the motive was. Reports say the new altercation began when some associates of the Braithwaites entered the Rhodes Parlor House and offered customers plenty of free, untaxed liquor. I also have similar questions as to why Zod didn't, just turn his eyes slightly, because it really felt like the people were in his vision, and as far as I can tell about heat vision, it emits from the pupils, not just... I don't know. I don't want to overanalyze Superman heat vision. It just... Man of Steel and I don't have a lot in common. I'm going to put my hat back on. Oh, so wait, Diesel Jones is scouting photography locations in real life? Because I did not know this. I did not... If Diesel Jones is a photographer in real life, this is new information. If he's talked about it on stream, I feel bad, because I've overlooked this. I will say this for Zack Snyder, and I really mean this, and I mean it in the most positive possible sense. Yeah, Tashir says he's a great photographer. Is his artwork up someplace? Now I feel really bad. I didn't know this about Diesel. I've never really inquired as to what he does for a living. I don't know if he does photography for a living. Zack Snyder is an amazing cinematographer. Zack Snyder can composite a shot better than... I mean, I can't say that he's better than anyone in Hollywood, but he is in the top 10% for sure. His movies are always really nice to look at, and that is not a light compliment. They say that special effects are... all special effects are good now. Wait, I didn't mean to buy. Sorry.
Sure.
Yeah, special effects are good, but effects work isn't, and it's real easy to get special effects that clash with the screen, that obscure part of the action, and I feel like Zack Snyder is as good as anyone working today at making his shots and his scenes look great. There's more to a movie than just looking great, which is where I start to have some issues with Zack Snyder, but in terms of, if you wanted to... here's another good example. If I wanted to make a game, I'm not sure that I would put Jade Raymond as my design developer, the design head of the studio. I would want Jade Raymond as my studio head, because she has demonstrated time and again that she is extremely good at cultivating talent, generating a good sort of studio work ethic, and getting projects out the door. She is a marvelous business manager. And again, that is not a small feat in a industry that... What is happening? Are we still live? Oh, okay. My screen went completely black for a second. It is back. That does happen every once in a while. To continue with that thought, if I want to consult a screenwriter, I don't think that I would call up Zack Snyder. If I wanted a director for my movie, to direct the whole movie, I don't know that he would personally be my first call. But if I wanted somebody to give my movie a distinct visual style, and I wanted him to put together the way that the action scenes would look, and the vistas, and the big set piece moments, I don't know who else I would call that would be better than... Oh dear, hold on. Okay, so Cara Luna is here. I don't think we saw a raid, which is fine. I just want to make sure that I don't fail to call out a raid. Just scrolling back to make sure. Okay. Like, Zack Snyder and storytelling, I have others that I prefer more. Zack Snyder and making a movie that I want to look at and see. He is up there with, oh gosh. Oh no, I'm gonna forget the name of it. Who did, is it Guillermo del Toro? Is that the person I'm thinking of? Who did, like, The Orphanage and... What the hell? Oh god! Wait, hold on, I've joined a circus act! Wait. Oh god, that was very distracting. And me without my good pistols. I really, really want to be behind this tree. Or fence. A Zack Snyder movie that I unironically really enjoy. The Zack Snyder remake of Dawn of the Dead. I thought that movie was great. Okay, they are way out of pistol range, so... Well, they're out of regular pistol range. They're not out of Deadeye pistol range. Yeah, see, Arthur can make that shot. Now, this might turn out to be one of those. Can I crouch down in this grass? Does this help? This might turn out to be one of those film stories that is, it turns out later to be not true, and I feel embarrassed. But allegedly, during the filming of... So, in the movie Dawn of the Dead, and this is not a spoiler, at one point, Sarah Polley's character is stitching up a wound that... I think it's Ving Rhames. I'm pretty sure it's Ving Rhames' character has. And in order to do the stitching work... Okay, in order to do the stitching work, they brought in an actual nurse to do, like, the handwork. So when the shot cuts away, it's not actually Sarah Polley stitching up the fake wound. It's an actual nurse that they brought in to sort of do the needlework so that it would look right. However, it turns out that the nurse was either nervous or misjudged the depth of the prosthetic because she actually stitched the prosthetic into Ving Rhames. And Ving Rhames was such a... Is it Ving Rhames? I'm going to feel really bad if I'm saying the wrong actor's name. But he was such a professional that he just rolled with it and let it happen, which is... I want this story to be true just because it's very funny, because given the fact that I don't believe you could see anybody's face during the shots, they could have just ADR'd it, but, you know, whatever. It's in terms of, like, Ving Rhames is a real tough guy. I prefer to believe that this one is real. Yes, Ving Rhames. Dawn of the Dead was a very good movie. Not very many people know that they did a movie after that called Day of the Dead that was not a sequel to Dawn of the Dead, did not involve Zack Snyder, and by all accounts was wretched. It was very bad, including, as I understand it, a subplot or like a character beat about a character who was an avowed vegan in real life, and then when they get turned into a zombie, refuses to take part in the consumption of human flesh because he was a vegan in life.
Coming in. Welcome back, Arthur.
I've not seen this movie, but it sounds horrible. I really would have liked to have seen a sequel to Zack Snyder's Day of the Dead. There's people that get very upset about fast zombies. I am perfectly fine with Zack zombies. The worst part of Dawn of the Dead, had nothing to do with Dawn of the Dead itself, but on the DVD extras, they had I'm going to spoil some things about Dawn of the Dead, you all should really watch it. It's very good. However, if you've already seen it, I'm going to say something about it right now. In the movie, there's a silent character that is across the way from the mall. Andy is, I think, the character's name, and he works at a gun shop. And so there's Andy, and he never, to my memory, says anything in the movie, but he communicates by holding up signs. And in that way, you get some sense of him and his personality and stuff. When they get over to, like, whatever, they get over to him, it doesn't matter. So in the DVD extras, they had a series of video logs that Andy made for himself to sort of chronicle what he was doing in the gun shop. And I say this as someone who really appreciated Andy's character in the movie. I really liked Andy's character in the movie. I thought that he added a lot. He had a real sense of humanity to him, of this desperation of being... He didn't have the luxuries of being in the mall, nor could they get to him. And there's this one scene in the movie when he just holds up a sign and all it says is hungry. And you get the sense that, you know, Andy's kind of a stoic guy, but he's over there and he's starving to death because the whole place is under siege and there's nothing he can do. Like, I really liked his character. Then I saw the vlogs, the video diary that he made for himself, and he's also a very bad actor. I'm sorry. Those scenes do not hold up, unfortunately. And it's possible that it was just the direction was bad, that this was intended, maybe that they thought they were going to play it in the background of something at some point, just like recording for a possible sequel, and that he wasn't directed to act very well. But those scenes, I was so excited to know that they were on the DVD and so disappointed when I saw what they were. So we've got 2 story missions to do here in the camp. We've got an M for Micah. I don't like Micah. And then we've got, let's go hang out with Josiah, otherwise known as Trelawney. Another movie that I think is worth seeing that I don't want to say anything about because I doubt very many people have seen it. I kind of feel like people who want to see Man of Steel have seen it. I kind of feel like people who want to see Dawn of the Dead have seen it. And if you haven't, no matter what you just heard, you should watch it. It is a very fun movie. Patton Oswalt did a tweet today, which we are recording on March 23rd, about a 2013 movie called Coherence. I think that very, very many people have never seen or even heard of that movie, and I will just say it is worth your time. I would recommend watching the movie, and then after you watch the movie, I would recommend looking up information about how it was made, on what budget, in what time frame, and how it was scripted and stuff. It is not only a fascinating movie, but it's a really interesting story, and the more you learn about it, the more I think your appreciation will increase. And that is all I'm going to say about it. Coherence is a very good movie, and we both liked it here very much.
You busy, Arthur?
Why?
Well, I know you think I'm just some effete buffoon.
What?
A man of words and not...
Sorry, I need to interrupt very quickly because Carol Luna is... It could have been 2014. Carol Luna is on his way out. Carol Luna, before you go, if you didn't hear what we were saying before, we were watching you process trees in... Give me a second here. Farming Simulator 19, and I really had a good time. I really enjoyed it. Like, go to bed and have a good night, but we will touch base later about, like, I just had a lot of fun watching you get those logs lined up and process them through so it would strip the branches and stuff. I'd never seen that particular content there, and we were actually talking about it, I think, before you came in. It was so fun in its own way and so relaxing. I just want to let you know that I really enjoyed watching that whole thing. Okay, let's talk with Trelawney.
of action. Hardly a man at all.
Well, I think you're as slippery as an eel in an oil slick, but still a man.
Because I think I found something interesting.
Yeah?
Have you ever robbed a stagecoach?
No, never. Well, who would have even thought? Of course I robbed a goddamn stagecoach. You know I have.
And what's the problem with stagecoaches?
The armed man attempting to put a bullet in your head?
Not quite. The odds. I mean, is it worth the robbing?
Sometimes.
I know. But, well, if you'd like to come with me, I can introduce you to a new best friend, and he's going to give you all the decent, robbable stagecoaches a hot-blooded degenerate could require.
Well, I could require a whole lot.
Carol Luna is saying that tree physics are a cause of a lot of hilarity in Farming Simulator 19, especially if it's multiplayer.
Roads!
Because what can possibly go wrong there?
Well, lead the way and we'll find out.
If anything, Carol Luna, I was very impressed by the tree physics. Like,
You sure seem to have got about around here.
You know me. I like to make friends in low places.
How the hell you end up down here anyway?
I could ask the same of you. I have a few commitments over this way. Some expenses to meet.
Expenses? What expenses? Gentlemen's canes and rabbits to pull out of hats?
Among other things, I had quite a nice little business going for a while. Shares in a gold mining company. Excellent returns for the investor of a certain financial standing. Until, well, that unfortunate run-in with the law.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Thanks for disappearing on us during that Sean business, by the way.
I'd done my part. Each to their strengths, dear boy. You know, you boys should really watch yourselves with those two families. This is a small town. People talk. I mentioned it to Hosea, but you know how he is. Anyway, while they're off chasing their pot of Confederate gold hidden at the end of some rainbow, let me present you with something real.
So, where exactly are we going?
The train station. The clerk there, Alden, is quite a fellow. Here we are. We can hitch up outside. I'll make the introductions, Arthur.
Quickly, one of the things that impressed me about it was that the tree physics, they continue to remain as physical objects as they were loaded into the into the transport wagon. Because a lot of times you see it sort of like snap and suddenly become a sprite or something like that. And like Carol Luna would try to get a log in, but it would get caught on like the side of the
Come on.
wagon
Hang back a
section.
bit and let me do the talking. We don't want to scare him off.
So he'd have to like get in and like pick up the log and reposition it so that it would lay flat and not catch on things. It was just mesmerizing to watch, like I said, because you were just watching somebody be at work. It was so much fun.
Hello, Alden.
Hello, Josiah. How have you been?
Dandy. And you, friend?
Like I said, times are tough. My missus is a bad woman. Terrible woman.
They often are. But how's work, Alden?
Terrible. Wages got cut again. They reckon they just invented a new horseless carriage will be the end of us.
They've been saying that nonsense since they invented the wheel. The wickedness of bosses.
I know. My comrades here and I are greatly discouraged from the adequate fulfillment of our duty.
A discouraged man is no man at all, Alden. No man at all. My friend Arthur here has a present for you.
I do.
Here.
Ain't you kind, sir?
Call him Arthur. He's one of us, a fellow man of distinction.
Okay. Well, this is perfect timing. I think you'll like this one, Josiah. It'll be coming south down the river road through Siltwater Strand.
Thank you, Alden. Thank you very much.
Oh, and Josiah, if you or Arthur are ever out Strawberry Way, ask for my colleague there, feller called Hector. He's also one of the, what did you call us again?
Discouraged men, Alden.
That's it, discouraged men. I like that.
Well, goodbye, Alden, or should I say, adieu.
Oh, adieu, Josiah.
What the hell was that?
I thought you might like to see that pantomime.
Hold on. Coach coming south down the river road through Stillwater Strand. Valuables in strongbox. Passenger is the very wealthy Mrs. Chester Damson. Aspiring but appalling opera singer. Use your imagination. I did not flip it over. So Carolina also says that if he didn't use the
River
loads...
Road through Siltwater Strand, he said.
Okay. I think I know a good spot to wait. Follow me.
So-
Okay, let's go. This way. Mount up then, let's go.
I did see that, like, all the logs got tied together when you started driving, but I thought that happened automatically. Is that something you have to, like, manually do in that game? Like, you... Because I didn't see you, like, attach the bands individually, so I sort of thought it was automatic, but is that a thing that you have to use?
Simple as can be. Seems a lot of the station workers are in on it these days. Earning a pittance, the unions are whipping them up, so they want something on the side. Like he said, there, Strawberry. Could create a lot of opportunities for a man in your line of work.
I ain't sure about going back to Strawberry after all that Micah business.
Didn't sound like you left anyone alive to recognize you, so I wouldn't worry too much, dear boy. All this trouble. You gentlemen are becoming quite the celebrities, aren't you? Soon you'll be on the front of a dime novel. And dead, of course.
We're hoping to be long gone before that. Dutch has a plan.
If anything goes wrong, let's meet back here at this crossroad, okay?
All right.
Carolina is confirming that not all the trailers can make use of the load stabilizers and that it is a manual thing. Yeah, so I missed that particular part. That would have been interesting to see you try to, like, drive that
This is the spot.
along with the logs sort of, like, rolling around.
Okay, this should do.
Sure. Here.
I'm hoping we won't need those.
Better safe than sorry. So what were you thinking?
Well, according to this, the loot is located in a strongbox, which is in the back. I'll put on a little performance, and you can scurry around, open the strongbox, and relieve them of their goodies.
And how do I open the strong box without threatening someone to open it for me?
This should work.
And I can do this silently?
Well, I'm hoping complete silence won't be necessary. But you're going to wish you had your earplugs. This is Damson. Oh, very good, Alden, very good. Of course, if anything goes wrong, you can wave your guns around like you normally do. Hold tight. They'll be here soon.
There it is, right on time. Let's go. Keep your distance so they don't see you. And please leave that gun in its holster for once.
So I'm feeling like I'd want to come up, like, way behind, like, wait for him to engage, come up behind, get off of Yalta, and tail the stagecoach. Yep, that's the plan. And once he pulls them over, just sort of, like, sneak up.
Good day. Hello. I hope you don't mind my singing.
Not at all.
I'm preparing for a show.
It's a free country.
Oh,
Did you say a show?
It's a small benefit to build an opera house in Blackwater. Just
Mrs. Chester Damson.
I'm flattered, buddy.
Stop the coach, my good man! Stop the coach!
Whoa! Miss Damson, why did you stop singing?
Slow up
The
now.
New York audience, they were rather cruel.
New Yorkers are prigs and fools who believe Westerners don't know anything about culture.
I feel really
Agree more.
easily identified right here.
Could you? It's such a small show.
Also, that guy, the driver, co-driver is just facing directly this way.
I don't know.
Miss Damson, you owe it to West Elizabeth. Please.
I feel like it would actually be impossible for me to be more conspicuous coming up. Hopefully that guy's taking a leak. Keep singing. Okay, leave undetected. I kind of feel like I'd really, really want to, like, close it back up.
My good man, they're perfectly safe.
Can we go, please? I got a train to catch.
Oh, won't you be quiet, you horrible little man?
Madam, I've heard enough. Might I have your card? The event is on the 23rd of this month. I can't say enough about Mrs. Damson. Magnifico. So sorry, gentlemen, for the interruption. Farewell.
And hello to JT Max. Okay, that actually went really well, I think.
Nicely done, Arthur. A little finesse for once. Well done, sir. Well done.
It was easy. You did all the work.
Teamwork, my dear boy. Teamwork.
Here you go.
Thank you. Oh, jolly good. Go see Alden from time to time. See you soon, Arthur.
Jeez, that is a lot of money. Okay, so what did I fail on? I bet it was time. Complete within 8 minutes and 10 seconds. I don't really know how I was supposed to do that faster. Arrive at a dead gallop. Sprint up. Know exactly how close you can sprint up in order to do it in the minimum amount of time? Probably. Alright, let's go talk to Micah. I don't like Micah very much.
Yep.
JT Max was saying, but but we still heard her sing. And Micah, ew. Yeah, I don't care for Micah. See, the marker says go off that way to the left, but I kind of feel like this horse trail is pretty good riding. Yeah, so years ago, there was this whole thing where Microsoft was phasing out and expiring unspent Microsoft points. This was back when like $1 was worth 800 Microsoft points, and it was this really weird currency system that they wound up doing away with. And as they did away with it, rather than convert people's existing points balance into just regular dollars, which would have been decent of them to do, instead they were like, okay, use your points before they expire on this date. So we had probably, I don't know, hold on, there's something happening back here. $20 or $25 worth of points to spend, and one of the things that we wound up doing...
You're as useless as a 4-card flush. I'm done listening to your bullcrap all day, every day. That's it. I'm gonna knock you upside your head.
Back to work, boy. Prepare you.
After all them nights.
Okay, why...
This ain't how it looks.
I think it's exactly how it looks, but it's also none of my business.
Yeah, well, we don't got time to celebrate. Come on. So, what's your plan anyway? Plan not to get caught.
It ain't my
Shut up.
problem.
Hurry up.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. So anyway, we had a whole bunch of Xbox points, and there wasn't a lot of like games to buy or DLC. I think we got a little bit of DLC for various games, but primarily what we wound up doing was renting a bunch of movies that seemed interesting. And one of the movies that was available on Xbox Live Movie whatever was this, I thought it was 2013. I could be wrong. Let's go with 2014 movie called Coherence. And just based on a little blurb, it was like, all right, this sounds interesting. Let's give it a look. And I really don't feel like I can say very much about the movie because it is one of those things where there's a lot of the movie that is spent discovering it, and then more interestingly to me, I think it would hold up extremely well to repeat viewings because there's a lot to discover and a lot that you are simply unlikely to pick up on any single viewing. It is a very meticulously crafted movie, and we wound up talking about it for a long time afterwards, and it falls squarely into that, like,
Who's that? Man coming in.
Welcome back, Morgan.
I don't want to oversell it, but it was one of those movies that we'd never heard of, and we wound up enjoying so much that it really felt like discovering something fresh and new. All right, I very much want to brush Yalta.
Yeah, there, girl.
Or a snack too. Oh my gosh, hello to Lucha Freddy. Yes, Lucha Freddy, A, we've been well. B, I hope that you've been well as well. Lucha Freddy's Twitter feed is a delight to follow. If anyone here is not following him on Twitter, here's the thing. I tend to not be great with Twitter handles. So Lucha Freddy, is it just at Lucha Freddy, Freddie, or is yours something slightly different? But we follow Lucha Freddy and always enjoy not only things that he tweets, but the stuff that he retweets and the other people that are in his feed. And on that note, Lucha Freddy said something very, very kind, like a week or two ago, and we've been very busy and not on Twitter that much. It's only really this week that we've had a chance to post anything. But Lucha Freddy said, sort of listed this channel among some of the ones that he has enjoyed, and I just want to let you know that meant a lot. Like, really, really appreciated that, and I hope that you are doing well. I know that Lucha Freddy took a little bit of time away from streaming. I think you're back to regular streams now, though, because there's been a lot of new content that I haven't had a chance to catch all up on.
Okay. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called...
Hey, Molly, where's Dutch?
Well, however it goes.
I'm not sure all that line of thought serves you and me very well.
That's because, Cowpoke, you are a man of profoundly limited intelligence.
No doubt.
Well, you and the old man and Dutch have been running around, digging us ever deeper into shit. Old Mr. Pearson might have gone and lightened the load a little. Pearson! Ain't you curious?
I guess. Gentlemen.
Dutch, you tell him, fat man.
It's peace, Dutch. The O'Driscolls. I mean, I think there's a way.
What on earth are you talking about?
Get the words out properly, fat man.
I met a couple of the O'Driscoll boys on the road in the town, and things were about to get ugly. But you know how I am in a fight, huh? Like a corner tiger. Anyway, somehow it didn't, but we got to talking, and they suggested a parlay to end things. Like gentlemen.
Gentlemen. Combe O'Driscoll. Have you lost your minds?
You're always telling us, Dutch. Do what has to be done, but don't fight wars ain't worth fighting.
They want a parley? It's a trap.
Well, of course, it's probably a trap, but what do we got to lose finding out?
Get shot.
We ain't getting shot because you'll be protecting us. It's a trap, you shoot the lot of them. If it ain't a trap, that's slim chance.
I don't see the point in any of this.
It's a chance you've gotta take.
I killed Combs' brother. A long time ago. Then he killed A woman I love dear.
As you say, it's a long time ago. Dutch.
Let's go. You and me, with Arthur protecting us, no one else.
What about me?
This ain't the time for tigers, my friend.
Before our next dialogue beat, Lucha Freddy says not only is he back, but he bought a newer PC for himself. Yeah, so for anybody who isn't following, Lucha Freddy is a professional wrestler, business that has been...
Mount up then, Morgan. Let's go then.
very severely impacted by COVID-19, and Lucha Freddy has been as safe and responsible as anyone we know in terms of like wearing his mask, trying to stay away from people, trying to encourage others to wear their mask and to be responsible.
I've been fighting Combe for so long now, I can barely remember a time when it was different.
And you're still fighting him now. Make no mistake of that.
Here he goes, Doubting Thomas. Is there any plan you ain't sour on?
Well, maybe you're right. Just nervous. Let's not waste any more lives needlessly.
I ain't costing lives here. I'm saving them. What did you say? We had Pinkertons coming after us?
Because of Blackwater?
And Leviticus Cornwall and his private army. Then, who knows when this local hillbilly thing will come to a head, And we really afford to be fighting on all these fronts. And O'Driscoll.
There is wisdom in that.
I hope so, gentlemen, but like I said, I'm nervous.
Look, you ain't even going to be the one in danger. We'll get on over there, find a nice perch for you to settle into. You got that rifle, don't you?
Yeah.
Then me and Dutch walk right in to the lion's den. With you to cover us,
Okay. Just keep calm, unless I give you a reason not to.
Oh, we'll be fine. We got you.
I will do my best.
Oh, my dear and trusted friend. With you watching over me, I would walk into hell itself.
As would I.
Is there anyone at camp that I would trust less than Micah to have come up with this plan?
Driscoll's, from the look of them.
I don't like having eyes on us.
We're close. You'll be the eyes soon enough. Maybe he's right, Dutch. Maybe I have pushed too hard. Got us into situations that could have been safer. I see all those mouths we gotta feed, and I dream too big. Caring too much. That's my problem.
Caring too much? There's no such thing.
This is horse shit from both of you.
It might be. Micah might be full of shit. Colm O'Driscoll might be full of shit. The promise of this great nation. Men created equal. Liberty and justice for all. That might be nonsense too. But it's worth trying for. It is worth believing in. Can't you see that, friend?
I don't know.
Try. All I ask is you try.
Sorry.
All right, cowpoke. You're gonna peel off up ahead. We'll be meeting down on the plain. Find a spot just above us where you can keep an eye on things.
All right. However this shakes out, let's aim to meet back at the fork in the road afterwards.
We'll be there, partner.
Hello to Moo. And I very, very much agree with Lucha Freddy, who writes out, wear a fucking mask. Yeah. It is... It's literally the least you can do. Not only to safeguard yourself, but others. It's... I feel exactly as if... Okay, wait, because I just want to be absolutely sure. I don't know what it's going to do when I hit here. So I want my best long scope rifle. I don't think that... Although rare... Wait, so what has the best range? So actually, this has slightly better range. But the rare one has better accuracy. Yeah. Just make sure that we've got this in hand. Is there a lay prone button? I wanted to say more about Lucha Freddy, and the trials of trying to work as a professional entertainer in a circumstance where you cannot be live in front of groups of people.
It's been a while.
Hold on.
Sure.
So, how's your gang doing? They still believing in you? Better world. Pure world. How's that coming along?
Just fine.
How's that score you stole off us?
Which one?
Oh, I like that. It's like I said, this is a charismatic leader. A lot of heat on us this time. Both of us. Whole heap of trouble. They offered me a price, Dutch, to bring you in.
Why didn't you take it?
Well, still might.
I am sorry about your brother.
Yeah, well, I never liked him much.
I liked Annabelle.
You always loved the ladies, Dutch Vanderlyn. I like that about you.
What are we doing here? Go home. Is this thing over?
Hello, sugar. You ain't dead, is you? Not anyway.
Fall for it? I don't know. Column's got a sense.
Handing him over to the lords. I don't know. Strange times.
They killed Seamus. Fuck the whole lot of them. With this fella Coleman's right, we can draw them all back.
True.
He's escaping. Shoot him.
Okay,
Relax. I got him.
Ow.
Did I kill you?
Oh, not yet.
No, of course not. Not yet. But I will.
Finally. Put his weapons over there.
Arthur Morgan. It's good to see you.
Hello, Cole.
How's the wound?
I hardly feel it. You will.
Septic. Say nice. Now, tell me, fine gun like you, why you still running around with old Dutch? Could come right with me and make real money.
It ain't about the money, Colm.
No. It's Dutch's famous cars, huh? You killed a whole bunch of my boys. That 6-point cabin.
I ain't got no clue what you're talking about.
Oh, you lie, my friend. And I thought Dutch preached truth.
Let me go, Colm, and end all this crap between you two. We all got real problems now.
The way I see it, they get him, they forget about me.
They ain't the forgetting sort. If I were you, I'd run as soon as I had the money.
Oh, I know you would. But see, we lure an angry Dutch in to rescue you, grab all of you and hand you in, then disappear.
So you only met with him to grab me?
Of course. He gonna be so mad. He gonna come raging over here. And a whole lot of you. And the law will be waiting for him. Oh, Arthur. Arthur, I missed you.
I'd be way better at survival situations if I had a text box that came up and gave me some hints on what to do. Okay, hold on. Grab file. I don't necessarily know which position this has to be in. Does he know? Hopefully that sterilized the wound. I'm not sure that works well. Oh no! I know what this is! God damn it. Hmm.
Shut your hole. I don't want to go to Mexico. I want to go home. Home!
Hello to Patikin. Thank you so much for the raid. Sorry, there's a lot coming.
What the hell?
Okay, throwing knives. I can work with that. Hello to everybody coming over. We are currently playing Red Dead Redemption 2 for the very first time, and you've come in at a significant story beat. So if you were sensitive to spoilers...
What's he still doing down there? It's one thing torturing a man, it's another thing
I can't
putting
aim.
him through stories of the homeland. He better hurry it up. I don't want to be here when the law comes for that side of beef.
I don't know how to get out of here. Why? His aim is really off.
Prisoners out.
What?
Let them get to those weapons.
Ow. Okay, well this didn't go my way. Ow. So, I think this is where I just die. So, there's a discrepancy between where the cursor is and where it turns red, and I think that's just because he's so off his game, which I'm fine with. It's just I haven't seen anything quite like that before. Oh, I got a treasure hunter update.
It's one thing torturing a man, it's another thing putting him through stories of the homeland. He better.
Okay, so now I have 6. All right, let me try this again. Probably better if I just come up behind this guy and slit his throat instead of trying to throw a knife. Okay, revolver cartridges, but I don't think... Yeah, no revolver. Okay, I'm not feeling at my strongest. Yeah, so oh, wait. Pick up Warren Kettleman's rifle. Okay. Well. That... Okay. So my horse is over there. There's, according to the map, somebody facing this direction, so I don't want to get spotted by that person. Let's see if we can hurry in this direction. Okay, this is bad. Yep, that person's coming right this way. I have no place to hide. Try to get across the way to those, bushes. I hope his vision is as blurry as mine is. That's pretty much my only hope right now. Yeah, I couldn't move the body. Okay. Get away from that. Okay. Shit, now they're teaming up. All right. Oh, I think they've realized Arthur's gone, because look, they're sort of like, Yep. Looks like they might be looking around now. Yeah, there's 2 guys there. I can't take them both. Loot. Alright. Does that give me 2 guns? Yes. Okay, so now I've got 2 guns if I want them. They're not great, but they're better than that knife. So, Patikin, if you're still here, we were talking earlier about your adventures in the Broken Sword games and the fact that, I was never, like, that familiar with the world of... Shit.
God damn it, how hard is it to hold a prisoner?
Okay. That's...
Come on, put it back on the hook. Try to make it a good fight before I finish.
Crap. Yeah, so I can't really run. I can just sort of, like, hurry.
The man's half dead. Kill him.
This case you'll be losing a limb to the sepsis.
Oh, I'll say one thing for Warren Cattleman's revolver. It hits pretty good. Okay, I'll take it. So we gotta... Recover. Yes, okay. Alright, I'm gonna get my clothes back, but... How do I... No, I don't want to drop my revolver. I want to... I also don't know that I want his hat. I like my hat. Apparently I can't search his body. Let me try to search this one over here. Loot. Okay, I am earnestly not sure which one of these is mine. It is very blurry. I'm pretty sure this is it. Yes, okay, Yalta. Let's hit it, girl. We're out of here. Can I get my hat back now? Nope. Can I have a snack now? Hold on. Oh, this would help. Have some... Yes! I don't help with the blurriness, but... Yeah, see how it's, like, red up there? I don't think that his, I don't think his eyesight is doing really well. I think he's still dizzy. Infected from the sepsis. Hold on, can I have, like, a cigar? It'd probably help.
What you boys been up to?
Okay, go faster now.
Shoot, unlike the rest of these bastards, boy.
He ain't getting out here, no sir.
Yalta, I swear to God, I'm doing my best. How about you drive and I shoot? Okay. Yalta, do stay on the path, if you will.
Get me home.
So I would like to talk about this story beat. The idea that Micah would betray the group is entirely unsurprising to me because that guy sucks. It's the fact that Dutch would fall for it, and such a transparent gambit. I don't know that I believe that. I'm not looking for clarity from chat on this, but this doesn't make any sense to me. That Dutch would say, yeah, sounds legit, my mortal enemy wants to parlay. The most important thing is that we go there, just us, no one else, no backup, no plan C.
Arthur! Arthur?
Arthur!
I told you it was a setup, Dutch.
Oh, my boy. My dear boy, what?
They got me. But I got away.
Yeah, you did. Miss Grimshaw, I need help! Reverend Swanson!
He's gonna set the law on us. Oh, of course he was.
I'm sorry, Arthur. It is a bit late for apologies. Swanson! Mr. Morgan. Mr. Morgan, you're safe now.
Oh, let's get him to bed.
You are safe now, Arthur. Okay. I got you. You're safe now.
That's pretty, Dutch. That's real pretty.
Miss Grimshaw, will you sit with him a while?
Of course. You'll be okay, Mr. Morgan. You're home.
I thought I'd be burying you, Mr. Morgan.
Well, not quite yet, River.
Good. How you feeling?
About the same as you.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, take care of yourself.
You too.
Okay, see, again, new journal entry makes me want to be caught up in the journal so that we can read what Arthur's thoughts are about this whole thing. Wait, so I want to check this. Free yourself and perform self-surgery within 1 minute. Yeah, I spent a little bit too much time, rooting... rooting around with that nail file or whatever. Escape to O'Driscoll's camp without being spotted. Yeah, I thought that I was better behind cover than I was. Sometimes in video games, if you're pressed up against cover, anything short of like a perpendicular angle, the enemy's never going to see you. And then every once in a while, it's like, oh no, wait, you're plainly visible, dude. You're right there, and I can see you very easily. So I feel like those are doable. Yeah, this... Arthur doesn't seem to look too closely at Dutch in his behavior, but I do, and this guy has not sat right with me for a long while, and this is no exception. What is this black dot over here? Hold on a second. It's nothing. Hold on a second. Well, it's nothing I can touch.
I seen you looking at her, Dutch.
Wait, what's this?
You know who. Getting too old for you, am I? That's how it usually works with you, isn't it?
You're delusional. Again.
Don't even look me in the eye, but you look at her all day.
Doesn't matter what I say, you'll believe whatever fantasy you're currently living in.
Fantasy? You think this is a fantasy
All
for
right,
me?
that's none of my business.
I do not have the energy for this right now.
Oh, it's written all over you. I'm not stupid. I've been watching.
Oh, that much is painfully clear.
You're playing.
Wait, pick up hay bale.
dangerous game.
Where would I put it?
Quiet. I am trying to read here.
Pig!
Move the... Wait, what is this? Honor and character attributes. Wait, what? I didn't know about this. To the feeding area. That's over here?
Oh, miss. I've killed girls as betrayed us.
Has this been here the whole time? I didn't know you could do chores. So Lucha Freddy really needs to play the game again. The stew is being prepared. Check again afternoon. Oops. Wait, that wasn't me. What just broke? Oh. Reverend. I don't know that I'm going to spend a lot of time doing chores. So, let me put this down. Is it going to prompt me, or do I just place? Oh, I got Deadeye points for that. I'm now better at shooting people in the head. Dutch has a whole gang. Dutch has a whole gang filled with people that he talks incessantly about how much he loves, how much he trusts, how amazing they are, how unique their skill set are, how they're the best gang that's ever been ganged around the Wild Wild West. And when he goes to meet with Colm O'Driscoll, a guy that killed his, let's just go with wife, he decides to go alone with Arthur and Micah. By the way, is Micah here? Is Micah back at camp? Is this Micah? I think it is.
John Marston.
Your time is past.
Oh, whoops.
Get over it.
Sorry. No, that's John. Sorry. I did not mean to antagonize John.
Here, Mr. Morgan.
Like...
You're not exactly dressed for cold weather.
True. I should probably get changed if people are complaining about my... It's 70 degrees. What am I supposed to be wearing? Hello to Geek Pantheon. So JT Max is noting that I also got honor points, which is true. Move bales to make you better at shooting people in the head. This tracks. Lucha Freddy says, I got it on release and was utterly hooked on it, utterly smashed through my first playthrough. Yeah, I've been mostly focusing on story, but also doing side quests like moving hay bales from once in a while. Sorry, I'm just taking a quick look to see if there's anything else around camp. Oh, wait. I know exactly what I was trying to remember to do. I need to shave.
Mr. Morgan, can I ask you a favor, if it's convenient, I mean?
Sure.
If you're out on your adventures and you see any herbs for seasoning, would you mind grabbing them for me?
Seasoning?
Yes. Don't tell Mr. Pearson.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
And hello to Geek Pantheon. So, wait, a couple things. I don't want weapons locker. I don't want to change clothing. Where's my shaving kit? Here it is. Yeah, sorry. This has got to go. All facial hair. Okay. In terms of the hair, it's okay. I like the fact that it's grown out a little bit. We're going to leave that right how it is. So, that's done. And check in with them to complete the request. I don't think wait, I have completed a request, apparently.
So, Arthur, is it true about the bad luck?
What bad luck?
I just broke my pocket mirror, and I remember me old ma saying that a broken mirror means 7 years bad luck.
7 years? We won't see 7 years out. Don't be ridiculous. But if I find a mirror on my adventures, I'll bring it back for you.
Thank you, Arthur.
A mirror. So apparently I have what Ms. Scrimshaw wants.
Here's those herbs you asked for.
Herbs.
Excellent, thank you. I'll slip these in Pearson's pot when he's not looking.
Done. Wait, oh wait, it said something. It said something like return to your tent later for something.
It's good to be
Oh no, I missed it. Molly, Sadie, Susan. Return to your tent later for a reward. Okay, well, unless of the monetary value, I don't think Ms. Scrimshaw is Arthur's type, but I don't know, maybe he disagrees. Oh, thank you to Dutch for the follow. So, I am looking at the time. In about half an hour, we're going to be joining with twitch.tv/morethanamia for our next co-op gameplay, but I am hoping that we have time to do at least one more mission.
It was fun going out and working with you, Arthur.
I've seen too many friends get killed to see it as quite so fun.
Well, I'd rather be shot for an outlaw than hanged for a thief.
Reckon it's about the same in the end.
Maybe. Anyway, it was fun.
Sure.
Molly's cup was just sort of doing whatever it wanted. It was like hand adjacent at all times. So, last night on Mia's Discord, she did her most recent watch party for the Kyber Shards Dungeons & Dragons campaign that Geek Pantheon is doing with sort of several members of his group, and it was the largest turnout yet, and a lot of fun. It's a great example of we don't do a lot of like chatting, like it's fun to like watch the chat and watch the video. Sometimes I'm concerned that not participating more will be mistaken as a lack of engagement, but in fact I'm just enjoying all the comments that people are putting in. And I gotta say that I think it's Sari's character. He really commits to that role. I think that his character is a fellow with not the highest intelligence score, but is really earnest. And I like the way that he will twist and reappropriate language to suit the way that his character views the world. And that is a lot of fun. Yeah, sorry, BTR is the actor playing Pog.
Fine morning, partner.
Yeah, I want to speak carefully here when I say that I really like the character of Dutch. And I particularly like his voice actor, and I like the way that he delivers his lines, and I love the way he's dressed. Like, you should not listen to me on the topic of fashion at all, but I really like Dutch is so overdressed all the time that I think it's very funny. In terms of like an in-universe character, Dutch is not the kind of person that I would trust or hang around at all. I recognize, I've talked about this a few different times.
Been waiting for you, Arthur.
Well, I'm sorry to have kept you.
Come on, let's get going.
What's the plan?
We're meeting a couple of the Greys over at the saloon. They spoke to Bill about a job, needing security.
After the farce of stealing the horses for them, why are we doing this?
Because we need to stay in with them, and they're paying.
So what kind of security they want?
We're about to find out. Now come on.
This seem legit to you, Bill?
Sure. Dutch said we was to keep on dealing with them until we find this gold.
Can we trust them?
Can we trust anyone?
Yeah. Let's just see what they say.
They said there was some big misunderstanding about them horses.
And what about boarding their fields?
They don't know we had anything to do with that.
Oh, that's so.
Yeah, they think it was the Braithwaites. Listen, I know these Grey boys a bit now. This is on the level.
We're stuck in the middle of some ancient feud, but instead of playing both sides, we're being used by both of them.
They were saying the Catherine Braithwaite.
Hey, hold up. This don't feel right.
Now it don't feel right. I could have told you that.
So that legit made me jump.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Desperately trying to get down.
Oh, son. You idiot.
Is he dead?
Look at him.
Shit.
Of course he's dead. How could you not think this was a trap?
Oh my god. Yeah, no, there's no surprises there.
Make your peace. You're dead. Oh, son. You idiot. Is he dead? Look at him. Of course he's dead. How could you not think this was a trap?
You sure you want to talk about this now, Morgan?
You're a goddamn bunch of cowards.
Also,
See a way out of here?
All right, now.
okay, the fuck?
They got us penned in good.
Now you're gonna pay.
Okay, I'm trying to duck. Duck down, Arthur.
We played you boys like a fiddle.
Hey, Arthur, I just got a couple questions for you about Micah. It seems to me like this is the second time in a row that he was taking point on an operation that turned out with you getting shot a lot.
I'll get the front. You take the back. One of these bastards gonna walk out of here.
Into the back of the gun store. All right. Can I hop this?
Real heavy over here, fella.
Oh, I guess, is that go in? Break lock. Or kick. I'm good either way. Okay. Kick.
You're gonna die here. For hell's sake. You're getting sloppy, Morgan.
You see that window in Sean's skull? Don't talk to me about sloppy.
Better in here, not there.
Okay, duck.
You sure about that?
You're not getting out of here alive. So yeah, thinking the Greys might be onto us after all.
Now it's sinking in. So much for loot. What damn loot? We ain't getting out of this with nothing. That's assuming we even get out of it.
Of course we're getting out of it. This is you and me. Morgan, we always get the job done.
You call this getting the job done? See Bill anywhere?
No.
Shit.
You in hell!
This is some damn posse the Grays rounded up.
We'd have had to deal with these sons of bitches sooner or later. Just turned out to be sooner. See that? Those cowards are running away.
Looks like most of them.
Not all of them.
Sheriff Gray. And what about Bill? Where the hell's he?
We'll find him later. Come on. Sheriff Gray! You need to get a hold on this town. It's going to hell.
So the gun marker over here, and usually the guns that are actually listed on the map are worth picking up. If only to add to the collection. I figure everybody in town is dead. We might as well... Micah... Dude. Okay, what is this gun? For a double-barreled... Oh, double-barreled shotgun. I'm pretty sure I've already got that.
Come out, Sheriff, or we're coming in.
After we're done with you, we'll go after the others. Your women, your children, we'll bleed them all out one by one.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? Last chance. Die in there cowering like a dog. Or come out and face it like a man.
You want us to come out? We'll come out.
Yeah. Oh, Bill.
Guns on the ground, now! Both of you! Don't do it!
You know we can't do that. You put the gun down, Sheriff!
I'll blow his brains out! You want to join your little friend there, do you?
Either way, you're a dead man. Morgan?
Whoa! Okay.
Shit!
Hello to blah blah blah, by the way.
He was a good kid.
Well, how the hell was I to know?
Let me see. They set us up once before. They didn't like us. We destroyed their farm. Should I go on?
Go easy on him, Morgan. He was out trying to find a lead. Same as you, same as Hosea. All you do is complain when things don't work out. Except when it's your goddamn fault.
You don't know what you're talking about. You don't give a damn about nobody but yourself.
Oh, you act so high and mighty, but you're no better than the rest of us. I've ridden with you boys close on what, 6 months now? And all you ever done was complain. You can fight, but you can't think.
You can't do either.
Okay, cowpoke.
Bill, take the boy's body. Bury him proper someplace quiet. Micah? Best you and I don't speak for a moment.
I'm just so frightened by you.
Get out of my sight, pair of fools. He was like an annoying little brother to me. What fun we had riding together. What a goddamn mess we are making of things.
As Sam Lander says, apparently the right answer was to shoot the guy behind Bill by going through Bill's head. Yeah, the cursor didn't come up quite where I expected, so I shot right away, and it went directly into Bill's head, but fortunately the game didn't notice. So, kill 3 lawmen in, look at this, I didn't get anything. Complete using only sidearms, complete within 4 minutes 30 seconds, get 20 headshots, complete the mission without taking any health items. Now that last one doesn't get, if you die, I've learned that. So even though I didn't take any health items, I didn't get it because I died, and the restart qualifies as a health item. So I'm going to get back to Yalta. We're going to put on a hat. That was a very short mission. I thought half an hour would be enough time, and it sure was. Horse. Hat. Okay. So yeah, and I, you know, sometimes I'll ask direct questions that I am hoping that someone can answer, and then other times I'm just thinking aloud. This falls into the second category. This is me thinking aloud, people who are familiar with the story, not looking for clarification. The fuck? So, Dutch, Micah, and Arthur go off on this very, very ill-advised mission, just the three of them, to parlay with the I'm not thinking of anybody's name right now, with the O'Driscolls, and Micah is the one who says, okay, here's where we're meeting. Micah's the one who says, hey, Arthur, why don't you go get up on that ridge and keep an eye on us? Make sure that you're looking real careful through your scope and not looking behind you at any point. And then Arthur gets kidnapped. Right now, and maybe this is covered in the journal, and we have to read the journal for these answers, and I will do that maybe in the next episode. But right now, it is unclear to me what the hell happened at the meeting that apparently resulted in Dutch and Micah just walking away, and Arthur not being there, and them apparently not being alarmed by that. How much time went by? Now, for clarity, I do understand what the plan was. Colm O'Driscoll grabbed Arthur and wanted to make it known that he had him to provoke Dutch into getting his whole gang coming in, and it would be a big ambush, and Arthur would be the bait that would get the entire Dutch Vanderlinde gang wiped out. I get that. I guess that makes slightly more sense than just killing Dutch dead right there, because then they get the whole gang, and Dutch is known for inspiring loyalty in his men, and Colm thought that he could get the whole gang dead with one swift loop. I get what his plan was. What I don't understand was they had the meeting. Presumably Dutch and Micah were then allowed to leave with no peace negotiation, and then where's Arthur? He's not with them at the fork in the road. What did Dutch think happened? Arthur got bored. Arthur went to a saloon. Arthur has a drinking problem. He just goes back home, and X number of hours later, I don't know if it's days or what, Arthur coming in with his wounded shoulder, and he's septic and he's infected, and then it takes him weeks to recover. And during that time, did Arthur ask Micah, what happened? This was your plan? You're the one that set this up? You're the one that told me to go up there? He doesn't seem to have any sort of problem with him, because the very next thing he does is go hang out with Micah to go striding down the street so that Sean can get killed. And imagine this, like, what does Arthur say when he gets back to camp this time? Hey, Dutch, you know that guy whose plan we listened to that got me captured and tortured? I listened to him a second time in a row, and now Sean is dead. This is the guy that you met in a bar or whatever. Why are we listening to him and hanging out with him? So it all goes more towards I can't figure out why Dutch would be involved in listening to this plan, but he's either the stupidest person in the entire world, or he is working with Micah to wipe out his own gang so that he gets more of the share of whatever is the money left over in Blackwater. Maybe he thought that by nominally participating in this ambush, he could get most of the members of his own gang killed while he would get back to Blackwater and take the money. That's the only thing that makes any sense here. Dutch's actions don't make any sense. Micah's makes sense because he's a shithead. Arthur's makes sense because he, for some reason, is not asking any of the questions. It's like watching an episode of Lost or a season of Lost or the television series Lost, where nobody ever just goes to the person and says, hey, what do you know, and why are you behaving in the way that you are? And maybe getting a direct answer for it. Arthur is just not asking the questions that need to be asked, because none of this seems right. And maybe it's just because I'm the outside of this situation. I don't know these characters as well as he does, but dude, you're getting played really hard and it almost cost you your life twice in a row. Make better friends. And that's my thought on all the plot that we just saw. So we're going to be back next episode. Hopefully, what is tomorrow? Wednesday? Probably not tomorrow. So we will probably be back on Thursday, and we will, I expect, be playing some more of this and hopefully getting some answers to some of the questions that Arthur's not asking, and I am. We are going to go find somebody fun to raid. Death is a health item. This track says Samalander. Tashir saying, I'm thinking Lost, and could be Lost. I enjoyed watching Lost a great deal. I did not care for the finale, of which I will not say anything about, but in terms of like its moment for moment character beats, I actually enjoyed them a lot more than most people, including the much maligned Paolo and what was the other person's name? Sarah and Paolo? I don't remember. But I liked a lot of Lost. There were things I liked in Lost, there were things I didn't like in Lost, but one of the things that's just sort of a running thing in that series that nobody ever like talks to anybody. They speak near each other, but they never sit down and have the sort of conversation that most people would have in a situation like, yo, what the fuck? What's going on? What did you see over there? Because what I saw over here was like I don't want to say anything that happened in Lost just in case people haven't watched it. Anyway, let's go find somebody fun to raid, but if you guys are inclined, we will be over with twitch.tv/morethanamia in just about 15 minutes where we will be playing some more Don't Starve Together. We will expect to see you there, and until next time, you guys, thank you so... Oh, you know what? There's one more thing that I got to call out. So tomorrow, More Than a Mia has some surgery scheduled, and she's way more sanguine about it than I am. I'm nervous. I guess that it's very routine outpatient surgery. It's not going to be any sort of big deal. She has been recording some content ahead of schedule, and that will be premiering on her channel on her normal schedule. So tomorrow, even though she will be recovering from surgery, there will be live content at twitch.tv/morethanamia, followed by a standard Friday stream and a standard Sunday stream. And then here's maybe the last thing to touch on. This, not today, but 1 week from today, we're going to be debuting a brand new tandem stream that she and I have already recorded a couple episodes of. That'll be starting next Tuesday. And when that occurs, not only will it be on Mia's stream, but then I think just after that premieres, we'll be putting up our video of it. And it's rare for me to say, like, hey, watch this, but I would highly recommend watch both videos, because no matter what you see at first that looks like it's just going to be different angles in the same events, the further that we've gone into it, the more clear it is that I think I'm looking forward to seeing her viewpoint. Let me put it that way, because I think there's a lot that I missed, and I know there's a lot that she missed. So that is going to be, I think, a very interesting series to delve into. That'll be our last topic for now. Now let's find somebody to raid, and we'll see you in just about 15 minutes over at twitch.tv/morethanamia. Thank you much to Tashir, Azaric, Lucha Freddy, Samalander, Patikin, and also Patikin for the raid, of course. And if I'm missing anyone, I forgot his name. Hold on, I gotta scroll back slightly. JTAC? Hold on, let me go back very slightly. I don't know if I just said the Geek Pantheon, but I also the Geek Pantheon and JT Max 24. Thank you guys all for hanging out. And if I missed anyone, I apologize and thank you so much for hanging out. Okay, you guys have a great night.